Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, let's get a round of applause, y'all. Where's my roar? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I got Michael here. We're doing just fine. Welcome to Open Music Sessions, June edition 2016. My name is Shannon Altner, and I will be your host this evening. But we are celebrating tonight. Are you all celebrating? Because I'm celebrating. It is official. Our radio station has launched KOMF LP 104.7 FM. We are live on the radio right now as I speak. So let's give a round of applause for that. That's Denver's first. That's right, Denver's first all-local radio station. So I've got a couple thank yous to start off with. The first is a thank you to all the staff that made this possible. It has been a wild ride full of blood, sweat, and tears, and we did it. I think like a month ago we were like, how is this gonna work? But it happened. It happened today. It's happening right now. So a round of applause to the staff, please. Just one more. Thank you so much. I love everyone. And I also want to thank everyone that helped out with our Kickstarter. If you remember, I was up here a month ago for Open Music Sessions, just begging everyone to hop online, get on social networking, Facebook, Kickstarter, all that good stuff, and help us out, like, share, donate, do whatever you could to help us make that deadline. And we actually did it. And we actually did it thanks to people like Michael Pottern. He is here with me right now, yes. So Michael actually donated to the Kickstarter to help us out and make today possible of launching our radio station.
I did.
And what inspired you to do that, Michael?
Well, being originally born in Colorado,
Sure.
I think that it's very important to support local. But at the same time, there's a couple people here at the station that I feel attached to. I think just because there is a movement to support the local and really be re-engaged with that. So I think this is a good thing.
Definitely. And I think as Denver is booming and so many people are moving here and this creative community is just going to get larger and larger and larger, I know as being part of the organization, I'm very proud to serve the creative community in another way as well, other than TV. Now we got that radio going too, so thank you so much for doing what you did. We also have a list of names of people that also donated to the Kickstarter, and Michael's going to help me out and read those out really fast.
Yes, and in random order, we love you all. We have Doug Olson, we have Dave L., Nicholas Revel, Stan Sprinkle, which I went to high school with, Sarah Slatter, Brandon Stiller, Patrick Gilmore, Tom Higgins, Haley Adams, Charles, anonymous.
You know who you are, Charles. The one Charles in Denver.
Josiah Hesse, Casey Hillman, Raymond, Nikki Ray, Catherine Mariah, Macy, Penny McGovern, and Keith Garcia.
All right, a round of applause for all of them and everyone else that helped with our Kickstarter, whether you donated or shared, whatever you did, thank you so much. We reached that deadline in the nick of time. I'm talking like 30 minutes, last $1,000. So you really made 104.7 possible, this launch possible today. So thank you so much. And if you're at home and you're curious, or you're right here and you're like, what does all local radio station in Denver mean? That means if you are a musician, you're a spoken word artist, you're a stand-up comedian, you're a podcaster, you live in the Denver area or just produce work here in the Denver area, we want that work to go on our radio station. So you can actually come down to Denver Open Media. We're at 700 Calumet in the Santa Fe district. You can actually come down right now. We are still
all local.
All local, baby, all the time. But you can actually come down in this next hour. We have a promotion going where if you already have recorded content, you can come over here and ingest it onto our station and actually receive a free basic membership. So that will allow you a whole entire year to ingest content onto our TV and radio stations. You'll also get a 30 to 50% discount on classes, and you'll get to use our edit bays. So it's a really great deal.
I pay good money for that, so please digest some information and audio and whatever you have, content, please bring it.
Definitely. So we've got about 60 minutes to go for that, so please come on over. And if you just want to come and hang out too, we've got a great thing going. We've been celebrating all day, right? We had a
little bit.
Not bad. I had a little to drink. But we've had a lot party outside. We've had bands playing for about 3 hours. Ooh, good Lord. It's been a hard day on the staff. But please come on down. We've got food and drink here, good people, and obviously open music sessions. So a great show this evening. So tonight we have Eric Henderson as our comedian. Let's give a round of applause for Eric. Yes, I look forward to seeing him grace this stage. We've also got Microphone Rob. Let's give it up for Microphone Rob. And Soul as our musical guest. So we're actually doing a double header tonight. We're going to stick with the hip hop that we started last month. So I hope everyone brought your dancing shoes. I know me and Michael did. Obviously, we don't even need no music. That's right. We're fantastic, Michael. Good for you. Good for you, honey. Best co-host ever. But yes, please come on down and hang out with us. If you can't come down, you're like stuck to your couch tonight, I get it. You know, you're in your pajamas, you're drinking wine, you're very comfortable. Head over to Comcast though, we're on channel 57. We're also on 881 in HD. I'm looking real fresh over there. You can head to denveropenmedia.org as well and live stream us in HD. And of course, KOMF LP 104.7 FM. You can catch us on the dial. So if you tuned in or you're here and you're like, what is Denver Open Media? I don't really get it. Denver Open Media is your public access station here in Denver. So if you are passionate of making media or you've got something to say, you want to be part of the media conversation, we are a great tool for you to help you do that. We're a great resource for you. So our mission is to put the power of the media into the hands of the people. So I invite you to come on down. We have equipment that you can rent out with different membership levels for you to get started, whether that's video or audio equipment. We also have an education department for you to learn how to use that equipment, because that's important. Video production, or that's field production, studio production, and editing, and now we'll be including radio as well.
A radio station.
Radio as well, all local, baby, all the time. So yes, please check us out. You can come to these First Fridays. If you can't come out tonight, next First Friday, put it on your calendar. We also do tours every first and third Wednesday of the month. And if you're here in the audience and you don't have a membership, we're actually doing a raffle tonight. You've got a membership, so you
I
don't
do.
need, oh, he's special. But you can be special too, and you can get it for free. Yeah.
I think it's
So if
you.
you're here in Studio A or up near the bar, write your information on that card for us. Throw it in the lucky hat. We will be drawing a lucky winner at the end of the night, and they will receive a free basic membership and a free class as well. So it's definitely a good deal. Do you want to get to entertaining?
I'd like to see
Because
some
I am a
comedy.
talking head right now. Thank you all for hanging out. Let's invite Kelsey Mischke up to the stage. Get up here, sister. Round of applause for Kelsey. Yes. Oh, I'll take that from you. Don't run away, Michael. Hi, sister. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. So Kelsey's in AmeriCorps Vista with us. Do you only have like a couple months left, right?
Yeah, I'm done in August.
Oh my!
so
I'm not gonna cry a
know.
tear yet, but they're coming.
I'm really bummed.
And you're hanging out with us to do the community spotlight tonight, right? What you got?
So DOM has played host to amazing film festival the past 3 years called the Intendance Film Festival. So Casey Elliott is here tonight to talk about Intendance and this year's film festival, which is coming up in just a couple of weeks.
Let's
so
invite her
yeah.
up to the stage.
Let's do it.
Come on up. Now I'll hand my mic right on over to you, Casey. Here you go.
Hi, thanks.
Hey, Casey, how's it going?
Good. How about you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Nice and warm outside today.
It is. It is a hot one, kind of like up in here. It's so hot.
It is pretty- These lights.
Awesome. So tell us about Intendance. What is Intendance and what is the Intendance Film Festival?
Oh boy. So Intendance is a local indie film festival. We focus on our Colorado filmmakers as well as talented storytellers from around the world. We really like to bring in all types of film talent, whether you're a film writer, producer, if you're an actor that's interested in film, or you are a director on a film that you're interested in showing. We really love getting your films in. Like I said, we do focus on the local films, but we get films in from all over the world. We have 8 different categories or genres, however you like to say that. So there's tons of opportunity to get in your type of film specifically. So we're not, kind of honed in on one special type of film. And we do it every year in the summer. And it used to be the Film Festival of Colorado, but actually we kind of reinvented ourselves, and Intendance is actually a mash of intention, intensity, and independence.
So cool. And this is your 7th year, right?
Yeah, 7 years. It's actually hard to believe that it's gone 7 years already, just promoting our local indie creatives. But it's, yeah, wow, 7 years. I
That's
just felt older
fantastic.
suddenly.
I just realized my age now.
Oh man, 7 years. Yeah, it's definitely a crazy ride, but I wouldn't have it any other way. It's an amazing thing to be a part of, and we love coming here to Denver Open Media. What better way to have a film festival than with all the resources that Open Media has to offer? So
Awesome. So what's in store for this year's film festival?
Well, we got in a ton of submissions, and we were able, through a long process of judging, to narrow it down to 42 films into 2 days. So we're doing it June 24th and 25th. Yeah, as many as you can come see. It's a very inexpensive thing to come enjoy some indie filmmaking. It's probably the most expensive pass we have is kind of like the All Festival VIP pass is only $50. So, and the best way to get more information on the festival or passes if you're interested in, or tickets, you can even come to see like a small 2-hour block, get a taste of what Colorado and internationally has to offer for films. Can all be purchased either on intendance.org because we are a nonprofit, or you could also check out our Facebook page. We're constantly uploading like, here's the new schedule ideas, here's what we have going on. We're even doing a little talk during the middle of the festival. I call it like a discussion panel. It's held by Emerging Filmmakers Project, also another great organization and resource for our filmmakers locally to show their films and get feedback from other filmmakers. And they'll be here on Saturday actually doing about a 2-hour, hour and a half block of discussion on a topic that is TBA at this time.
So cool, and such great resources for Colorado filmmakers. And I know the submission deadline has passed, but there's still opportunities as far as volunteering and sponsorships.
Yeah, so we're always looking for volunteers, even if you're slightly interested in helping us out. You could do anything from being an usher to technical support if you know how to run a projector or you're good with that kind of stuff. Definitely come on down, send an email to info@intendance.org. That's the quickest way to get a response, but anything that you guys are interested in helping out with, just kind of put it in there in the email and we'll find a spot for you.
Awesome. So that's June 24th and June 25th. Check it out at intendance.org. And I think we have a little video from last year's festival, right?
We do, back when I had the blue hair.
Awesome. So cool. All right, so let's check that out. Let's roll that thing.
If you had to make a definition for that word, what would you say that it means to you?
Intendance.
Intendance.
Intendance. Yes.
Intendance.
Yes. I would challenge this word in Scrabble.
You would challenge
Yeah,
Star
is this like
Festival?
some massive game of balderdash going on here? Is
A
that-
little.
I failed 4th grade spelling, so I'm not really sure.
So did
Thoroughly combined combination. Intendance is all about the intent of doing something.
I've been like, intendance, like, dude, it's so far flung. I can't even. Intendance. Prosper.
To me, it means to intend to do something.
It's sexy riding a motorcycle on the commons.
A purpose. A movement. Yes, a movement with purpose. Intendance. Yes. Yes.
The word attendance.
It's a combination of intense attendance.
I like what you said. Intending to attend. Where is it?
It sounds like a skateboard company. That's all there is to it.
a skateboard company.
Well, I would say that it is a perseverance and an inner drive to accomplish something.
I don't know. It's a fantastic group that seems very informational.
Thank you.
To be yourself.
That's right. There you
I wish I had a Hanukkah right now.
For those listening on the radio, we are still watching some here at the Open Media Foundation. Whether you're watching on TV or listening on the radio, channels 57 or 881 HD on Comcast, or the new radio station 104.7 FM, which has just been on the air now for 8 hours. So let's give it up for a new radio station, 104.7 FM. Yeah. Dedicated entirely to local content, local creatives, local music. There's such a great local creative community that we felt like it was time for this city to have its own station. And we're so grateful for the past 10 years. Denver has been Open Media Foundation has hosted Denver Open Media, and the city of Denver is one of the few cities left in the state that has a public access facility like this. 3 television channels for you to use, millions of dollars worth of equipment here for the public to use to make sure that this communications network built on public utility poles and public rights of way that the public owns, that some portion of this communications network, Comcast cable service, now also CenturyLink's cable service, is set aside for the public to have a voice, non-commercial media. So these resources are here for you to use. All this equipment is here for you. And the radio station and the TV stations are run by you, the community members. So please take advantage of that. So we also have to thank our city council, our local government that has made this possible for us. And we have one of our city council members, Councilman Espinosa, with us here. Let's welcome him to Denver Open Media.
Thank you.
So talk to us about any of your causes, anything you think needs a little bit more attention in the media, anything you're excited about for the community and for your district.
That's a dangerous way to put it, because I could bore people with a lot of the details that I get involved with. But first, I wanted to thank you guys for persisting year in and year out, because this is a wonderful, wonderful thing for Denver, and I'm happy to be able to support it and be in the position that I am at the city to help when the time comes and the opportunities present themselves. That said, I'm sort of a strange bird on city council. I'm a licensed architect, been practicing for 22 years, and came about just really asked by the community to be involved, having worked, being a neighborhood advocate on several issues over the last 17 years that I owned a home in Jefferson Park, which is northwest Denver. So that's the area I represent, basically from REI up to Inspiration Point up at 52nd and Sheridan, so the entire northwest section. So it was an entirely grassroots campaign. We were outraised, I think, 3.5 times to 1, but we won on a 2-to-1 margin, and that was because of a huge volunteer effort. And so I ran to be a voice of the community, and so I'm happy to see a media outlet like this, where actually you can have politicians and others, I hope, speak openly, freely, and not just give you talking points and sound bites that play well on a 2-minute or 190-second bit on a newscast in the evening. So I'm happy actually to answer your questions or anybody else's questions while I'm here.
Great. Well, thank you again for being here. The Open Media Foundation is here to make sure that everyone has a voice in the media, to make sure that our public awareness is not just driven by commercial interests, and that also public policy is not just driven by moneyed interests. And so we work to make sure everybody has access to share their voice and share their perspective, and also do a lot of work with civic engagement and government transparency to help make sure that the public is involved, and that you don't have to have a lot of money to have a voice and to have an impact with your government, which I know are causes that you also support.
Absolutely. And I will say, I always put this huge asterisk anytime I talk, because as a licensed architect, we do presentations from time to time, but this is really not my bailiwick, media and stuff like that. So I hope to get better at it, but I don't want to ever be too polished, because I think that comes across wrong, because I genuinely like the fact that I'm a little rough around the edges.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you so much for being here. And again, we're going out live on 57, Comcast Channel 57, Comcast HD, channel 881, and now for 8 hours broadcasting on Denver's newest radio station, the first station devoted entirely to local content, 104.7 FM. We're going to watch a little video. About 275 people from the community supported the launch of this community radio station. We get some funding from the city, thanks to the help from City Council, to provide equipment for public access TV, but nothing for this radio station. So it really took a grassroots effort of community members, 275 people donating to this Kickstarter to kick off this radio station. And we're so grateful for them. A lot of them are the guest DJs that you've seen throughout the day or heard throughout the day if you're listening. Mike Pottern, who was just here, was a donor, and we've got a couple more coming up, guest DJs for the night. So we want to thank, so many of them are here. We have a couple hundred people here who helped support this radio station. We really want to thank them all. And we're going to watch a little video that was the video we made for the Kickstarter itself. That explains the vision behind 104.7 and explains how you guys can get involved. The Kickstarter itself is over, but the radio station's just getting started, so plenty of time for you to get involved and help us make this vision. This is your station. These are your TV stations, your radio stations. Thank you so much for being here. Anything else you want to say before we cut to the video?
How much time do I have now? Again, just thank you. Realizing that the radio station was funded that way. I wish I sort of knew beforehand, because one of the things we did is we reached a lot of doors through the campaign, and I have a lot of contacts that I know that something like this would be near and dear to them and resonate with them. So now that I'm one of those people that sort of always drove by or always flipped through and caught the programming on cable, that I always sort of wondered what it would be like to be here. And having seen this place, it's just amazing. And so I want to help find more people to help move this thing forward and give it a long-term life. So
awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's roll the video for the Kickstarter, and then we're going to get the music started. Thank you guys for sticking with us for the Community Spotlight and for talking to our City Council, our local government. After this video, we're going to get the music started, what we all came here for. So thank you guys for being here.
Thank you all.
It's Denver 104.7, baby. Denver Open Media. Turn that beat up!
When the Open Media Foundation had a chance to launch a new FM radio station in Denver with our friends at DenHack, we wanted to do something different. Coming June 3rd, Denver's going to have just that. Denver Open Media 104.7 FM is going to be Denver's newest radio station dedicated entirely to Denver.
We've got such a robust, diverse, vibrant music scene right here in Denver, Colorado, and it's time to have a new platform.
Like Denver Open Media's revolutionary TV stations, the community is going to run this station totally themselves. You're welcome to become a member, submit any content you want, learn to use the equipment in the studios, and make your own radio show.
104.7 is a great resource for any Denver person trying to get sound waves out there. There are no gatekeepers. Podcasts, radio theater, radio drama. You can make whatever you want, and it will go on the radio.
And then through the new denveropenmedia.org website, listeners are going to be able to hear all the music, all the shows, and vote on the ones they like. And those votes will determine who gets the most repeat airings and the best primetime slots.
Vote for me!
I can't wait to hear stuff that I never would have heard even from going out to venues.
Fans of the local arts and music community, like me here in Denver, know that Denver is ready for its own radio station.
As a stand-up, I'm always performing, contributing, trying to write new things, and I want more and more people to hear what I've got to say. I wink across the bar, get a medic sent over to me. It's a different kind. Look like I'm having tiny seizures.
Running an FM radio station can be a costly endeavor. With our friends at DenHack, we're coming up with the most innovative, lean, and automated model anyone could imagine for an FM radio station. So much of what this new station needs to succeed is already provided by the community members who are providing content, by our partners at DenHack, and by the Open Media Foundation. But there are still some hard costs we need to get this station off the ground. Our goal for this Kickstarter is $25,000, which will cover the equipment, setup, website, insurance, and other basic utilities needed to get the station off the ground. So the real reward for helping with this project is that this city is going to have what it deserves, a new station devoted entirely to the creative community here in Denver. But if you want some other rewards, we've got some great ones from our partners and friends, from Denver Open Media and the Open Media Foundation, local musicians. Please take a look.
We know you'll be tuned in, so here's your chance to put your money where your dial is and contribute to the Kickstarter, help it get off the ground.
Contributing to 104.7 is contributing to something that's very unique, groundbreaking.
So please support what these folks are doing, because if we don't champion ourselves, no one's going to do it for us.
104.7 is where it's at. Let's go, Denver. It's time to get up.
Donate to our Kickstarter campaign. It'll really help us get the ball rolling.
Contribute to the Kickstarter and get this radio station started for Denver.
Support this Kickstarter. Let's do it.
Well-trained audience here. Thank you so much. It happened. You might be listening to us live here on KOMF LP 104.7 FM. Thank you, everyone who donated to our Kickstarter. We did make that $25,000 goal, and it launched today. So as Tony said, 8 hours in, many more to go.
But that being said, for the people that are here, or if you still have a little time to get in your car and close by, we still have an hour left for the raffle. And the raffle gets you exactly what I'm about to get, is a year-long membership to this fabulous studio. And that is amazing. And hopefully you just see what's inside, not just outside.
Yes, yeah, come on inside. We're nice people in here.
There's a lot of technology.
You can hang out with us, and there's a lot of technology as well. So with that basic membership, you also get a free class. So be sure to write your information down, throw it in, and maybe you'll be the lucky winner at the end of the night tonight. So enough of us talking. I want to laugh. Do you want to laugh?
I would like that.
Yep, Bill's very dull boy. Okay, sorry. Back in the day, honey. So let's invite Eric Henderson up to the stage. Give a round of applause for Eric. Yes, here he comes.
Thank you. Do I need that or that one?
You
I'll
want
take
that
this one. I'll take
Okay.
this one. Give it up for Shannon and Rob, Radio Rob. Yes. And for this beautiful radio station, you guys, 104.7. Hell yeah. Hell yes. Yes, usually I perform in dive bars in Wyoming, and in Wyoming they don't have the radio, so this is really unique for me. I really like this. No, I'm doing fantastic, you guys. I did a show last night, and I got paid in Percocet, and I cashed that check about 45 minutes ago. So, if anybody needs a hug buddy after the show, Hendo's your friendo, comprendo, that's me. It's a cool nickname my friends gave me. I just like the way it sounds, you guys. So, I love living in Denver, to be honest. I love it here. It's the greatest city in the country. A lot of people are become aware of that in the last, 3 years, I think, roughly. Anybody in the audience move here today? Any day oneers out there? Just unpack your stuff and come on down? Just, no? Okay, that's just like to check while I'm up here. So, I love it here, mostly because of the weed, not gonna lie. Not just because I like to smoke it. I'm also behind the financial aspect of it, because we are dirty, filthy rich now. Yes. Other states are going to succumb to structure fires, and we are working on installing a nacho cheese slip and slide down the steps of our Capitol building. It's fantastic. If you don't like the weed, the beer's off the charts. We have the most craft breweries per capita, whatever that word means, you know. I don't, so it's fine. I think it's a lot. I'm not 100% sure. But, and we're progressive, too, with our beers. I was in a bar recently, and they were advertising for an upcoming pub crawl for cancer. Yeah, a pub crawl for cancer. You guys just barreling through the important issues the only way we know how. A pub crawl for cancer. Once that's such a huge success, you guys are all invited to my LSD party for epilepsy awareness I will be throwing. It's going to be in the closet of my studio apartment. Yeah. Hands up in the back. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, we're going to lick some paper, draw some koala bears, really get to the bottom of this one, you know. A pub crawl for cancer. That's like having an ice cream social for diabetes awareness, right? Or like a fight club for domestic violence. That's not how you're gonna solve the problem, you guys. It's just a joke. I'm a comedian. I can say weird stuff in public like that. I know it's hard to tell the difference between comedians and politicians these days, but yeah, no, it's just I can get away with that. So, no, and I love craft beer too. I'm not gonna lie. I love the stuff. That's the good stuff, you know. That's the good the heavy beer. You know, PBR, that's old news, right? We need that stuff that's made in the mountains, that craft beer, right? Like, I did some research recently, and I figured out where all craft beer comes from is one man. One man in the mountains made it, right? He had one of them cool pioneer hats, little pickaxe, 3 teeth, you know, and he made it in his bathtub. He just one day, you know, one day he was hiking, and some strangers walked by, and he was like, hey, you want to come over to my cabin and try my craft beer? Just come here, I put it in this mason jar. Just come on, it's 8.7 alcohols by volume. Just drink it, it's craft beer. I call it an IPA because it's the only 3 letters I know. Just come on, you know, my kid's name was, I love it. It's craft beer. So if you get it from a guy who brought it to you in a man bun, serving it to you wrong, absolutely wrong. Don't tip that guy, whatever. But no, some cool things are going on in my life. I recently went to my high school reunion. You guys been to one of these hot little numbers before? Yeah, really important, like 7, 8 decades ago. Really good thing to do, you know, back when you didn't live 10 years after high school, maybe, you know? Because life was a lot more difficult back then, right? There was war, disease, natives around, you know? You didn't live full 10 years. Now, life, very easy. We have technology and Facebook and everything, and I don't see why I have to waste a Saturday at a VFW hall when I know what all of my friends have had for breakfast for the last 6 years, right? Like, I got the Snapchats and everything, and Rebecca's life, not that interesting, you know what I'm saying? Can skip this one. Plus, they closed the high school that I went to, and it's just going to be at the Cracker Barrel that most of the graduating class still works at right now. Yeah, that's where it's set up to be. My high school reunion made me realize that it's time to bring back the draft, you guys. I believe it. I'm saying it to you on television, public television, camera 3. There we are. Camera 37. It's time to bring back the draft, you guys. Men, not men anymore. Ask any woman roughly my age, and they will tell you that men, they're kind of sissies, you know what I'm saying? Like, myself included, I can only tie 1 knot, you know? So I think that it's time to bring back the draft, right? Because men used to invent things, important things, like napalm and the Panama Canal, right? The last thing that we kicked out was like skinny jeans and man braids. We're doing fashion tips these days. That's what we have for everybody, right? Plus, if they brought back the draft, it'd at least make the reunion more interesting, so I wouldn't have to just talk to my friends about their little hump trophies, their little kids and stuff all day, right? You're like, yeah, hump trophies, that's all kids are, you guys. That's all what we all are. Studio audience is just the winners of the ultimate race, you know what I'm saying? So even you at home, if your dad's still around, just give him a good thank you, because everybody remembers that victory, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the truth. So, you know, I don't know, you guys. But no, so my high school reunion was recently. Like, I got a lot of free time because I don't have a girlfriend, right? And like I don't know if you could tell by that previous joke, I'm not really pro kid because like I'm a comedian and I do a lot of cool stuff, and a kid is like a death sentence to that, I think. I'm not sure. I've never had one, but it sounds awful. I've been to the zoo and I've seen the upset parents, and I don't want that in my future. I have decided, though, if I ever have a kid, I hope I have 2 kids, right? So I can name the first one Chance and the next one Second Chance. Hey-oh, that's right, yeah. It's a cool studio audience. But no, so I don't want a kid. And my last girlfriend that I had, she was on the same page, right? She's very progressive. She believes in birth control, you know, right to choose. She had an IUD, right, which is great, I think. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's just some sort of science I don't understand. I just imagine it's a dude with a space helmet and laser beams shoved up there, just pew 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 pew, taking care of business, you know, just pew 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 pew, right? Just playing Space Invaders, pew 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 pew. Sent from the future to protect my future. I love that guy. He's cool. Yeah. So I don't have a girlfriend anymore, probably because of that last joke. To be honest, but no, like I've had bad luck in relationships and things too in my life, which I don't fully understand because like I'm a pretty good-looking dude, you know, television, right? Like when I go to the strip club, I like to think I'm a treat for them, right? Most guys at the strip club fat, smell weird. I got $40 I stole out of my mom's purse. Let's hang out for a little while, Mercedes. It'll be fun, right? I don't know why they keep naming them after car models, but I'll keep test driving them, whatever. But I don't have a girlfriend. I've had bad relationships in the past, which I think most people have. For instance, I had a girlfriend cheat on me once, which is like the worst thing in the world, right? I don't know if anybody has ever had that happen before, but I can't really think of any sort of like betrayal that is worse than that, right? That's like the ultimate backstab, right? Like the only thing that I can think that's like kind of worse than that is having your car stolen, right? Because I love my car, right? Like I spent a lot of time picking out the right model, you know? Like I test drove it before I signed a lease on it and everything, right? Like I park it in the same spot every night, right? Every morning, starts right up, so happy to see me. and everything, right? But getting cheated on is like say you go out of town and you do some shows, and she lets this guy that she went to law school with just Ferris Bueller's Day Off style in that convertible, right? Just go to all the parades, drive it backwards for a little while, and then park it in that same spot. And then you show up, and you can always tell when somebody else has been driving your car, right? Like the knobs on the radio are a little off, right? Your presets are messed up, you know? Maybe the clutch sticks a little bit. Maybe the rear end's just not as tight as you remember leaving it, you know? Just, yeah, realize you've been driving around a tramp for the last year and a half. That's a pretty tough feeling, you guys. There's no lemon law for that. You just kind of drink and deal with it, you guys. That's what I've learned how to do. So, you guys can laugh at that. I mean, my ex-girlfriend's probably dead at this point. Who knows? Radio. That was a joke for anybody sitting in traffic. We got sports and weather coming up in 7 minutes, you guys. I'm in a black studio, so I assume the world has ended. If you're in your car, the world has ended. All right. That was a joke for the listeners, you guys. So, but no, I don't have a girlfriend, so I got a lot of free time, and I love watching football, right? We live in football kings. We're kings of football country right now because the Broncos won the Super Bowl and whatever. And like, yeah, we can be happy about things like that, right? That's fine. Like, I love football. My favorite thing about football is the draft, though. That's my thing. I love the draft picking day, right? Because to me, the NFL draft is like a Miss America pageant for future felons, and I think that's cute. I really do. I think that's a nice thing we do for them, right? I got some problems with the NFL, right? Like the aggressive behavior and things, and all of the nonsense that they seem to be up to in the news every day, right? Not a good track record for the NFL when more people are getting arrested than there are days of the week. But I think they could make some changes, right? Maybe do some subtle things at the collegiate level and to like try to stray away from this behavior that they're installing. And maybe start subtle. Maybe start by renaming the colleges, the college sports athlete or the mascots, the career paths that they are more likely going to have when professional sports don't really work out for you, right? You can have the Oklahoma State Home Depot assistant managers right there, teeing off this weekend against the Virginia Tech All-Conference McFry line. It's going to be a wonderful day here at the championship game at the Comcast Cable Customer Service Representative Field, Really drive home the point that they should read a book and stop raping women. That's what I think. That's what I think about the NFL, you guys. So I didn't mean to get political on everybody there for a second. I'll lighten the move. Can I do lighten the move? I'll lighten the mood for everybody. Can I do an impression? I'd like to do an impression if I can. I'm going to do an impression. Okay, if you're, I'm not taking requests for impressions. Listeners at home, the crowd is turned on the comedian. The studio audience is burning their structure fires. Please send whiskey and strippers. Okay, so that's a good impression of a 911 operator on his last day. That was it. I just made that up. Anyways, here's the impression I planned to do for you guys. This is my impression of Hulk Hogan. You guys know Hulk Hogan, right? Didn't ask if you like him, just asked if you know him. This is my impression of Hulk Hogan getting ready before one of his big headlining matches. All right, it's Hulk Hogan getting ready. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Thank you. That's it. It's it's Hulk Hogan getting ready. That's a joke for wrestling fans and thespians. And anyone who thinks I said lesbians. Very well rounded when you get to the end of it, if you ask me. But no, I have too much fun with my life, you guys. I love drinking, probably too much, right? As who knows what's sold to you and advertised, so you fall for it, whatever. For instance, I celebrated my half birthday recently. That's right, half birthday. 6 months to the day, I party. Did what I do every half birthday, dressed up in suits, went out on the town, taking shots, hitting on women, doing our thing. We are responsible gentlemen, me and my friends. We did call a taxi cab to come get us. And that's when the night got super interesting because that dude showed up and he was more drunk than we were. Yeah. He pulled up screeching on the curb, screaming at us. He's like, "Get in, we're going to Taco Bell." Me and my friends are standing there horrified like, oh my God. How did he know that already? This magic taxi driver. So I got in, I got to hear Don't Stop Believin' in a language I'd never heard before. It was fantastic, you guys. After that horrifying experience, I don't recommend calling a taxi cab anymore, but what I started doing is on special occasions, I hit up AAA and tell them that I need a pickup. Works every time. Highly recommend it. I got the gold card in my wallet. Tow truck drivers, nicest dudes on the planet, right? I'm kidding. If you're listening, you're the worst. But while, like my car's broken down. It's like worst day of my life. Tow truck driver shows up, takes one look at this hot little number, and he's like, "Oh, I'm messing with that dude for sure." And he hit me with every little nickname in the book. He just pulls up. He's like, "Hey there, champ, tiger, sport, bud, chief. Your car won't start." And I just look at him and I'm like, "It will if you shut up and blow into this little breathalyzer I got here for me. We would be getting this thing out of here in no time. And then if you could hang out in a shotgun for like 5 to 7 minutes, because we're going to Taco Bell. It's just the destination here, guys." But it's important to be safe when you're out drinking. Like, I travel a lot, and so I know some tricks of the trade, right? Like, for instance, in Chicago, all of their taxi cabs, not all of them, but most of their taxi cabs look exactly like their police cars. Yeah. Talk about entrapment. I learned the hard way. Just left a game at Wrigley, hopped in the back real quick. I was like, "Come on, man, I'm drunk. Let's get some Coke. Let's get some girls. Let's go downtown." He just turned around. He was like, "Well, shoot, that was easy. A little hipster trap I set for this guy. We're going to get you downtown, but the bars are going to be a lot different than what you're expecting." So just be safe out there. That's my thing, is safety, right? Travel in numbers. Bring a drinking buddy with you, because a good drinking buddy is kind of like having your own stenographer around, right? You guys know the stenographer, right? The dude with the tiny typewriter in the courthouse, just ticking away, right? Everything you say. If you're not familiar with it, good for you. Never been to court. Keep it up, scholars. So I had this little dude it's not a little dude ticking away on a little typewriter. That'd be too funny for real life. But he's the dude on the little tiny typewriter in the corner, right? The stenographer. That is what you want for your good drinking buddy, right? Because so that way, when you get home at the end of the night, you can fall asleep, and then the next morning you can wake up and solve some mysteries together. You know, just you can huddle around a pitcher of saltine crackers or a sleeve of saltine crackers and a pitcher of water, and just figure out why Patrick over there has got 17 stitches in his left hand, and you'll have a book you can check. And right there, page 37, turns out our favorite whiskey comes in an earth-friendly, unbreakable bottle, and he thought that sounded like a challenge. That's more his fault than anything, right? So, like, it's important to stay safe. It's important to stay safe and polite, too, because I've upset my fair share of people in my drunken days, right? I think if you drink a lot, it's par for the course, right? Occasionally upsetting somebody who's close to you. Like, for instance, I have my good drinking buddy. I call him my side bitch, Steve. He doesn't know I call him that. Word might get out now, but we do a lot together. So I upset him recently, and here's the story. He threw a baby shower. Oh, I just totally screwed that joke up. He threw a party. You get it. Anyways, it's important to travel in numbers, you guys, so we'll just leave it at that. But no, safety is my biggest thing, right? My biggest concern is safety. I'm like a safety first kind of guy, you know? Well, to be honest, I'm more like a cocaine first, whiskey second. Safety is in the top 3 for sure. Top 3 for sure. So my big thing is, like, you know, getting home safe, right? Because at the end of the night, like, I don't condone drunk driving, but I do understand it. Like, we've been there, get that booze in you, that confidence, feel like you can do anything, and then you hop behind the wheel of your car, and all of a sudden it's like playing your video games. Like, as soon as that door clicks shut, it's like hitting that invincibility star in Super Mario Brothers. What's that? A DUI checkpoint? Oh shit! Breakfast burrito, extra life. But it's bad. You'll get arrested. You end up in jail. And then it's like the underground level, like the Totally different game now, right? You're dodging fireballs. Some dude's calling you princess. It's weird, you know. And the stone driving's like the underwater level, like the do 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 do. Guys didn't laugh at that last part. It's not my fault you didn't make it that far in that video game. So, you guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for coming out to the show. Give it up for your hosts.
Let's give it up one more time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And give it up for Michael Potter, and thank you so much for co-hosting with me. You're fantastic. Eric, killing it.
Oh, thank you.
I'm laughing over there. I'm loving it. I also have Noah up here with me, Noah Schultz. He donated to the
Welcome.
Kickstarter as well. How you doing tonight, Noah?
I'm doing awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. And Eric, how can we connect with you? Where are you at online and all that good stuff?
I'm online. I have a website called theerichenderson.com. I'm also on Twitter at YoHendo, and I run a monthly show at the Deer Pile called 3-Course Comedy. It's all about food. We have a lot of fun. It's the last Wednesday of every month at 8 o'clock. We also have an online presence. Each live show is recorded and put out on iTunes, so you can check that out. It's on the podcast app. We're on Twitter. We have a website, the number 3coursecomedy.com, and that's a pretty good thing to follow me on, I guess. If you like food, if
Great.
you like food and comedy, it's really kind of your best bet.
Do you like food and comedy?
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I'm a human being. How about you?
I like to think so.
Okay, good.
I like to think so too.
Well, thank you so much, Eric, for joining us again. Let's give it up for Eric. And we've also got a little donation box going around for the comic comedian, so make sure to donate if you'd like. Thank you so much again to Eric and to Noah. And we're going to get some music going. So let's welcome up to the stage Microphone Rob. Let's give it up. Yes. Should I take this? All right, Microphone Rob, making your way to the stage. Here we are, KOMF 104.7. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to get the music going just as I am speaking right now. Here we go. Does everyone have their dancing shoes on? No? Oh, right here. Yeah. All right. So thank you so much for tuning in. We are on KOMF 104.7 FM. We've been live on the radio for about 9 hours now. So thank you so much. We are all local Denver content. So if you're a spoken word artist, stand-up comedian, musician, whatever you've got, we will take it here at Denver Open Media, and we will put it on the radio for you to get your art and your voice out there into the world. So without further ado, Microphone Rob's going to take it over.
How are you all? My name is Microphone Rob. These are my friends. We have Play. He goes by Play. We have Biggie Savage. And we also have JJ. They'll be helping me out tonight. If you're wondering what this is, I have a little more than music for you. I also have kind of like a play set up for you. So as we go along, I'll explain little things. We'll kind of pretty much run through it, but I will let you know kind of what's going on here and there between songs. This first song is called Stress. I made it at a stressful point in my life. So here we go. Lately, I've been stressed to the max, chest full of pack. I ain't had rest or a snack in a minute. Been a minute since I slept in my sack. Wept till I napped. Thank God I'm blessed with these raps, cuz I don't really know what I would do if I ain't have that and I was you. And I don't know where I would be if I couldn't been and you were me. See? Life took a toll on me, main reason why you never see me with my old homies. I ain't into making new friends, kept a few friends, but to tell the truth, I just rather be alone, homie. Dang, Mike, you a cold homie, heart froze on me. You would think I walk around without clothes on me. You would think I walk around with just a robe on me. In the Arctic Ocean, wild 65 below, snowing. What would you expect from a student that seen a stepdad laying on the step, noose around his neck, hanging from a tree? What the heck is that? Just my brother's dad, how we supposed to tell him that? He was 12, homie. Nightmare just dwell on me, son of Halloween, Satan must have put a spell on me. Cause now I walk around hell only to be in a room full of people and still feel lonely. Dang, man, all I see is pain, now my eyes hurt. And they wonder why I'm always getting high first. I'm just trying to live and survive life, cause I never heard of the dead. Died twice, I'm like so unapologetic. And I can never trust a foe because my mama said it. I can't even trust my bros, I know I regret it. I'm just speaking what I know, no, I won't sweat it. I don't get it, how they manage judging you without even knowing you if they ain't even spoke to you. I don't get it, even if they spoke to you and they're the ones you open to. How they feel they notice what you going through. You think you know me, you don't know the half. You only see me when I'm present, you don't know the past. My life's deeper than receivers going through the past. Hop up off my D into the bleachers, I'm a kosher mass. And this next song is called Vent. It's more of a personal song, pretty much about my everyday struggles. I'll go ahead and explain it briefly in the song, but you'll hear it all pretty much. Every day is a struggle, why would I look for trouble? Just trying to get every single dollar to make it double. or maybe triple. Suck nipples, a crazy nympho is what they think of me, but I ain't thinking simple. I'm just thinking free. That shouldn't offend you. That's just what I'm into. You ain't been what I've been through. I have nothing against you. I'm just living my life, so live yours. You ain't who I live for. I swear I get more irritated by the minute with pigs in and out of my business. It's getting ridiculous. I try to move ahead, instead they pulling me back. That's why I put cushion these raps, just to see them react. White lawyer told me, Mike, just look at the facts. You a young dread-headed male black. Cops look at you expecting you to sell crack, but you gotta accept that, cause that's just how it is where you rest at. And they expect me to respect that? No, F that. Show me where the check's at. I'm trying to stack that. Take half, get the rest back. All to my people, so that maybe the next cat could make a difference. While I make a sentence, paint an image that you could see from a greater distance. If you hate me, then you should pay attention. I'll make you see what they make you missing. You think you freedom while you pay for living. Now, is it just me or does that raise suspicion? I swear our government screwed like this game I'm hitting. But I swear I'll be good like this game I'm spitting. And I swore that I would because I'm thinking different. I'm just thinking change, hope you got the same intentions. If not, then I hope you're soon to change your interest. I'm just not gonna sit around and take this whipping. So screw the law and all of y'all who I just made offended. And I don't really care what he on or she on, but we on and we gon' ride to the we mo. Make a G-bone and turn the beat on. Just let me vent, cause I got something to speak on. I got something to speak on. Just let me vent, cause I got something to speak on. Make a G-bone, turn the beat on. Just let me vent, cause I got something to speak on. All right, so thank you. This next scene, we're going to kind of get into the play a little bit. Oh, and the reason it's a restaurant, I used to work at a restaurant, so it's I feel home up here, you know. But just like any restaurant, you get your normal, got your drunk customer, you know, drinking a little too much. Then we have our couple that not all the way on good terms, but it's life, you know, it's life. So, hey, we make it work. So we'll get right into it. Let's go. Police and sirens, black people crying, my people dying. Peep the violence, this deep in science. We need some guidance. I eat with giants, treat sheep like lions. Come see who I am, an equal flying. If we united, won't need a pilot. Neighbor, neighbor, don't make me hate ya. Let's make a waiter. Make this paper until we wake up and face our maker. Life's a dream, and Uncle Sam is our Freddy Krueger. And so it seems, no finger blades, just a deadly shooter. Duck, duck, everybody ducking. Ain't nobody safe, so everybody suffering. I heard somebody pray, I hope to God he coming. And if it's not today, we can't wait for Sunday. We can't wait for one day. Lord, forgive me now, for what's about to happen will happen anyhow. Anyway, it could go down any day. Some say times are getting hard, I say false, it been this way. Time to call a different play, don't regret what you didn't say. Time to make effective moves, Washington ain't respectable. Nah, Washington ain't respectable. You only got Washingtons, then Washington ain't respecting you. Nah, Washington ain't respectable. Nah, Washington ain't respectable. You only got Washingtons, then Washington ain't respecting you. How I know I'm watching it, I ain't had to learn that in school. I work a 9 to 5 and I'm still broke. I work a 9 to 5 and I'm still broke. Work a 9 to 5 and I'm still broke. Work overtime and I'm still broke. Work close some time and I still broke. Work a 9 to 5 and I'm still broke. I work a 9 to 5 and I'm still broke. Working 9 to 5 and I'm still broke. Work overtime and I'm still broke. Work close some time and I still go. Spend most of my time with some real folks. Yeah, them the guys that I'll kill for. Money is in everything. You believe a lie, well I still wrote. Read a lot and it's still wrote. Sleep a lot and it's still talk. Reading a lot and it's still hard. Still geek a lot with life real tough. Working 9 to 5 and it's working 9 to 5 and I'm working 9 to 5 and I'm still broke. Work overtime and I still go. Work close some time and I still go. Let's raise the minimum wage.
It's going to be like dying. 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 It's going to be like dying.
When I break your little heart, I can't spread feelings, cause I'm harsh and panties so wet like a marsh, but now I hate your sharpest. This land of love is compromised. I see you dying slow inside. I feel your pain, but I can't cry. We're not the same. What beauty in the eye of the beholder, but our eyes will lie. Love can't stand the test of time. It's short-lived and it's fantasized. She hate me with a passion, claims that I don't have compassion. Wears her feelings like it's fashion. Once my love, I give her rations.
It's going to be like dying.
When I break your little heart.
It's going to be like dying.
When I break your little heart.
It's going to be like dying.
When I break your little heart.
It's going to be like dying.
When I break your little heart. Beauty in the eye of the beholder, but our eyes will lie. Beauty in the eye of a beholder, but our eyes will lie.
Baba zee boo boo ba 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 da. Thought I knew better, but I guess I never knew it all. Gave another man my heart, shoulda, woulda, coulda been more careful. I let him use me up, I just didn't wanna be alone. It takes two to tango, and I still have this ache in my soul. He never said goodbye, it was all a lie. So how can I cry? How can I cry? He never said goodbye, it was all a lie. So how can I cry? My love was junk to him, and he used me all up, I'll never use again. He couldn't get enough, told me he couldn't get enough of a liar he was, a liar, he was a liar. Thought I knew better, cause I already had my one. You were just another hopeful run, I just wanted to have some fun. You always want what you can't have, and I am always wanting it to last. Naive and wasted, this must not be the place for it. He never said goodbye. It was all a lie. So how can I cry? How can I cry? He never said goodbye. It was all a lie. So how can I cry? How can I? My love was drunk to him, and he used me all up. I'll never use again. He couldn't get enough. Told me he couldn't get enough. A liar he was. A liar. He was a liar.
Cut off? I can't be cut off. Hey. Yeah, I've been faded from the first cup. Probably won't stop until the liquor had me throwing up. Cha-cha be the only section that'll have me throwing up until that girl will bring a coat. Ain't a team as cold as us. Money when I'm on, you can put a milli on the flow. Sipping holy water, I'm on 3, don't let me get the 4. Take it everywhere, there ain't nobody ever been before. Sick with the flow, I just had to get a physical. Boy, you couldn't see me on a ladder and they tippy toes. Known for my lines and my trippy flows. Puffin', sippin', do your girl. Nothing really difficult. I swear this flow is easy. This is how I do my cardio. Beating up your audios to the fellas. They ain't riding my boy. We rebounding Dennis Rodman. Turn her to a fountain if I touch her. Never cuff her, never love her, cause money the only topic in discussion. Trees and some Jordans in my budget. Even my haters love it. Got JJ willing to dump it if anybody is bluffing. Put your brain in the microwave oven. We the gang that'll bang. Boy, you ain't saying nothing different. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, love us when we on. We been working like the sweatshop. Yeah, we them boys. They been calling us that chop chop. I tell them that we want it, gotta get it. No, we won't stop. Love it when we on. We been working like a sweatshop. Yeah, we them boys. They been calling us that chop chop. I tell them that we want it, gotta get it. No, we won't stop. Tell them that we get it, gotta get it, cause we won't stop.
Felt with it, doo-doo, my jig. Bet they ain't used to these gigs. My flow is cool as the fridge. You know just who I'm here with. Me and my boo in the chick. You never knew I could hit. Sworn I stopped doing this then. Music influence a gift. I'm nasty as humans could get. Hiding ain't cool in the bit. Don't ask me which crew that I'm with, cause C2S2 is my clique. Forever I ride till I'm gone. Better go find the alarm. Yeah, I'm on fire like Bond. Spit like I'm Lucifer Kid. Man, look what Lucifer did. Homies is shooting up kids. Kids is shooting up dope. Women is choosing to go. Goers is doing the most. Most have no clue it's a hoax. Our world is up in the smoke and I'm just here choosing to boast. Man, I'm so freaking conceited. He go like he is. Man, it's just me that I'm being. Though it ain't me that they see it. Me, I'm just doing my thing. Trying to go move to a bank. Tell them haters go to you while I go do what they can't. Balls, yeah.
Yeah?
But I'm a king, honey. Until we all rich, I only think money. I go crazy for dollars, and plus I've been legit. I'm like a bigger pig. They a lady chihuahua.
I got the game in the collar. Rapper, go get on your pen. I'm hot as the state of Nevada. Buck 'em, rebuck 'em again. I'm on a roll. I swear these bars that I'm spitting garner attention from the chickens that be all in your mentions. They say I'm all what they visit. This flow is all a depiction. I'm on a mission for dollars. I had to make a decision to get money till I die. Get money till I die. Cause the flow I'm on, I mix that with the mirror, then I fly. This beat that real, I never lie. Trump microphone and I am on the hunt for every dollar. Every cent we on that 5J. Mixing my flow, the newest invention. We on the boy, quit snitching and tell them boys we cooking. No kitchen.
I'ma make me a meal though. Those who hate me should feel low. Cause I'm crazy and still dope. And stay higher than field goals. Don't ask why I'm ill, yo. Painkillers don't heal flows. Get it popping like tires. My homies riders and wheel roll. With me, get me, got me good. Lick me, yeah, she probably would. Hit me, yeah, he probably should. But this ain't not from Hollywood. This VA and CO. See me and play when you sing smoke. We getting paid, we getting laid. We in the game, no Tebow.
No Tebow.
But please, no, we ain't signed up to play fair. It's middle fingers to you, screw you. Have a good day, take care. Nope, there's no debate here. We about to go straight there. That's to the top. Yo, Felton J, better take chairs. We'll stay there.
We'll stay there.
And Brown too.
And y'all too.
Don't that sound cool?
Don't that sound cool?
And I sound cool.
And I sound
Man,
rude.
we bound to do it like you never seen. Who you know a better team. Making sure we get the green by taking over everything.
Everything.
Woo! Woo!
We got a short song next called Live. And we're just gonna run through that right quick. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Denver Open Media. Thank you, Mr. Shawcross, Miss Ann. Thank you guys so much for having us out. And we really appreciate you guys giving Denver artists an opportunity to actually get our music out there to a wider public. So thank you guys so much. Live. Hey. Hey. Bounce. Bounce.
I'm just trying to live life.
Introduce my main woman to my side chick.
Maybe share a few nights.
With a few white.
All shine like ice when the light hits. I just want to spend and not worry about the prices. We worry about police. We ain't worried about no ISIS. People in the street don't care what Will Smith wife says. Went into Mimi's putting mama in a nice crib. I don't need my props. Yeah, we know what Mike did. I did what I need to do. Did what a king would do. Smoking and I'm drinking too, and did what he think was cool. Lived, he was thinking too, and did what he think was cool.
Hey,
he tryna
live. Hey,
she tryna
live. Hey,
we tryna
live. Hey,
we tryna.
Hey, they say I smoke like a Marley, and I rap like a Carter. They say I smoke like a Marley, and I rap like a Carter. They say I smoke like a Marley, and I rap like a Carter.
They say I'm black, a little darker than who they want at the party.
They say I smoke like a Marley, and I rap like a Carter. They say I smoke like a Marley, and I rap like a Carter. They say I smoke like a Marley, and I rap like a Carter.
Let's every track like the father. I roll a log in and lob it.
Hey. Thank y'all so much for coming out.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Microphone Rob, everyone, let's give it up. Yes. So Rob, you mind if I talk to you really fast? I want to chat. So I'm curious, that we've never had this setup before with like some acting going on back here. What inspired you to have a little bit more of a dynamic act than you just rapping up here?
I'm about visuals. Like I like for people to see things as well as hear it. But it's always nice when you get to see something and not just listen to it, not just hear it. So yeah, that's pretty much why the setup and why
Sure,
I
you
did
got the
that today.
storyline for us visually too. Awesome.
Right.
Well, I really enjoyed that, and I was kind of like just thinking they were gonna act back here, and then they all came up and like killed it. So don't mind that at all. Keep going on that point. I think Noah's got a question for you as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So where can we find you guys online? Are you doing any other shows anywhere or?
Yeah, you can find me online. You can find us at SoundCloud. You can find us on JJ's website. That's kingjayj.com. And you can find me anywhere. You can just Google Microphone Rob, and that's MIKROFONE, Rob.
All right, well, that's awesome.
All right, thank you so much, Microphone Rob, for
thank you.
spitting your truth up here tonight. I really appreciate that. So.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you around Denver Open Media. And we're going to go to a PSA really fast and come back with Soul. So we'll see you soon.
Time I think that if I let discover that I'm only your island, and without water I can't launch a shore. Oh, this is hell. My eyes, they lie. I can tell. Can be fine. I'll be
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks so much, you guys.
I'm like a party something time sound check.
I tell you, your dancers look great out there dancing.
What I'm looking at is how do you view a building as an ecosystem? When you look at a building that is 60,000 square feet and it has retail space in the bottom and then offices upstairs, how do you create a diversity so that people can come and have multiple experiences? So when you come and you have yoga at 7 in the morning and you go down for coffee and then you come back for lunch, come back at night, grab a cocktail, come up to Deer Pile for a show. The studio doors are generally open at night too, so you can go into the artist studios, and that's an entire experience. The theory of the work that I'm involved in is to empower people around me to have access and tools to create what they want to create. I think it's very similar to the Denver Open Media philosophy of putting the power of the media in the hands of the people, and I believe so fully in that mission. The dinner on December 4th is something that we're always excited about between City O City and Denver Open Media, this collaboration of food and spirit. So yeah, we're excited to be a part of it.
All right, here we are. KOMF 104.7. Let's give it up for our sponsors that make open music sessions possible. Thank you so much for contributing to Denver Open Media and letting us have this event every first Friday. So without further ado, Soul, let's do this.
What's
It's all
up,
you, brother.
y'all? Hey, thanks for having me out here. Give it up for Denver Open Media, awesome organization, finally launching their radio station. So important in this city that's being so rapidly destroyed to have independent voices out there. All right, I'll be performing music tonight off of my new album. It's 9/11. I'm wearing my drone necklace. I'll be performing music tonight, mostly off my new album with DJ Payne 1 called Nihilismo. I hope you enjoy it. This first song is called Generation Beep. It's not mine, but I'm deaded. Licking boots are just grave digging. If there's blood in your veins, let it spill. Never had much, I don't need much of it, so it goes. As a not so young poet makes bullets, no target, no vision. They say you either bootlicking or you're grave digging these days. Everybody that I see was either born into money, had to learn to work hard and hope you get lucky. Maybe both, be happy if you never had to learn to rip somebody off or watch your best friend get shot by the cops in the 90s. All I saw was layoffs. Sorry generation, like nobody wants your labor. Bosses never like me, it was mutual. No slow funeral, young don't like cubicles. If there's blood in your veins, let it spill. I'm in my field, in the field gives way to condos being built. They bottle it up, sell it back in the form of pill. You can't stare it in the face. I know that it's real, it's not mine, but I'm deaded. Licking boots are just grave digging. If there's blood in your veins, let it spill. Under your feet, hidden from sight. Wait, slave wages, this is why we riot. Under your feet, hidden from sight. Wait, slave wages. You've literally got it made. They put you in a mold. That was like 10,000 years ago. They still build pyramids. Millions of tiny ones driven by a deeper sphere. Power between our ears, even though our thoughts are segmented. Be eternally fighting a part of me. Scared to death with it, I'm only human. Staring at a train wreck. They teach respect with a whip and a checkbook. You can work your fingers till your marrows are dead. Today's laminated badge, tomorrow's arrowhead. Hydrofracture, no one to cry to. Cause the dark force owns the literal ground beneath you. On the merits they perish, laying to get their faces in granite. The rest in a flurry of panic. Even the occupying force gets occupied in the end. What's that leave? No omelet, only broken eggs. It's not mine, but I'm deaded. Licking boots and just grave digging. If there's blood in your veins, let it spill. Under your feet, hidden from sight. Wait, slave wages, this is why we riot. Under your feet, hidden from sight. Teen angst, Ice meets tanks on streets, democracy. There ain't no such thing, no Democrats in an open air prison. No ballot box, up the jungles are flaming. Streets named after fallen Indian tribes. Europeans named them. Indians at the art museum, colonizers painted them. Sand Creek massacre under my feet. Don't say that on my property deed. Sold the globe, I'm born fat of the surplus. Destroyed all economies, abolished our workers. Some bought diplomas that cost more than houses. No surprise not having a boss. It's like a revolutionary project. Terrifying times, terrifying memes. Terror levies fines, terror owns the stream. They dare not say the whole on rain is guaranteed to fall, but we all know it's not mine, but I'm dead. Licking boots are just grave digging. If there's blood in your veins, let it spill. Generation. All right, cool. Thank you. I can't see y'all sitting down, but please stay seated. If I were you, I'd be sitting right now. So my name is Sol. I actually used to work here at Denver Open Media. I was a kind of half-paid intern. They decided not to hire me. I don't know if it's because I didn't know what I was doing or I had a bad attitude, probably a combination of both. But hey, here I am. So this next song is called Flood. It's a song about gentrification. It's written mainly from the perspective of a poor white guy in downtown Denver, as weed is legalized and none of my friends can afford to live in the city anymore. But it's happening everywhere. It's happening really bad here, but it's happening everywhere. It's going down, and you're invited for what they selling. We ain't buying. There is no running. There is no hiding. There's only fighting or dying. While they howl at the moon, blue lights howl back. There's a chip in my pocket and I know how to use it while I sit in a plot. All I want is a new roof. They want jobs, I want time, I want proof. I want my wife to be home, not at work. Let's chill, let's read, but get done, cause we taking to the streets. Probably not my city so divided. They whitewash Martin and misquote Asada. Come on, let's be real, let's be air, not be gold. Let's bend, not be broken, let's build, not be sold. Let's take it to their homes where the sellers sold out. They want to buy up the block, kick everybody out. Charge for the pipes they didn't even build. Charge for the streets with police waiting tow. Who is the city for? We chops on realtors, condos to the moon, while the gas off the prairie dogs. Fate of every city is a flood. The fate of every city is a flood. When I first moved here, it was cheap and had meth heads. Now it's just tech bros and paleo coffee shops. Progress escapes us, can't help but hate us. They think that I'm white trash, it's a bike, not a Prius. All of these weed stores owned by rich white boys. Black folks who sold weed, they're sitting in jail cells, it's depressing. That's the way they want it, not us. Let's be honest, they'll turn fields into commas. Then they turn the Animas River into Hades. Mess around and poison every rest from here to Phoenix. Speaking of settlers, I got 20 on the vegan pizza. Make me nostalgic for 90 era hipsters. Ain't here to make a living, I'm here to keep a promise. Vonnegut said, leave it better than you found it. That's a tall order, no world order, only oil. Oligarchs and high fructose corn syrup soda. They burn the food stamps, downtown is a boot camp. If you want a class war, I'll be an insurgent. All life in the fast lane, it to us is abstract. Future's looking bleak, get yourself a gas mask. Fate of every city is a flood. The fate of every city is a flood. It's going down, and you're invited for what they selling. We ain't buying, there is no running, there is no hiding. There's only fighting or dying. Cheers. This next song is about the police and how they should be abolished.
I'ma start a ride, I'ma start a ride. I'ma start a
Right after the show, we're gonna have a riot. I dedicate my set to Chief White. See you in hell. Can I say hell? They say Denver don't riot, Lakewood don't riot. The control, demolition, of rage, far worse than a riot. Being at a rally with the chief of police. That ain't my definition of no justice, no peace. After all the gold talk, passed around the trash bag, collecting money for a simple suit. Even though there's a mile-long line of pro bono lawyers trying to do the jury. Something reeks in the Mile High City, got co-opted by police. In the Mile High City, only been here for a few years. Still my city. If you ain't from the ruling class, they're enemies. The courts, I know Zimmerman will get it. Even if he walks, I've got that white privilege. I use it for what it's worth and bring it to the face of corrupt ass cops and wannabe cops. Kill whoever they want when they get caught. All they get's a couple days off. Zimmerman said he carried out God's plan, cause God's a white racist. God is outdated. Preachers serve the state. Don't talk to me about hate, it's all tough love. I know what side I'm on. They say Denver don't riot, Golden don't riot. You could gun our mothers down, we still wouldn't riot. No justice, no peace. All I see is a fragile peace. They burned the Bill of Rights. We barely took the streets, so I'ma start a riot, I'ma start a riot. 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 Gentrification sweeps, black council members lead the war on 10,000 homeless folks who've got nowhere to sleep. Every city in America, suburbanized like Paris, so yuppies can ride their bikes to work and shop organic produce. Luckily I'm broke as hell where the people are. I'm living nice downtown, be just as happy in Littleton. I'm a white radical, never on sabbatical. Wanna fight the power, seems like they got to you. I've never seen a riot, I've seen some riot cops. I don't cry for broken windows, cry for broken hearts, broken arms, broken promises. What a way of life here in the Republic, where your voice don't amount, only force is understood. We ain't asking, we telling. I ain't smoking what you selling. In Oakland they're rebelling, in LA they shut it down. We sit there listening to preachers giving speeches. My message to the government, we're ungovernable. We don't want nothing from you. Stop all the murder. Pakistan to Florida, Guantanamo to Pelican Bay. Gotta say, beep, beep, the USSA. Know my class enemies. Cop the court, the state, the dollar. The American Legislative Exchange Council. These dumb white mothers. Shut your Facebook status. Talking about a race war. Ain't no race war, but the one that's been going on since 1492. What you think we got them jails for? What you think we got them jails for? No white guilt here. That's how it is. But the opinions of these dumb white people make me sick. So just take a deep breath. Inhale the tear gas, feel the streets quake. Neath your feet as drones fly past. You wanna see change? It don't come from a court. It comes from the streets when we burn them to a crisp. All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna lighten it. You know, these songs are really heavy. I better lighten it up. This next song is about the end of the world. Well, it's a reggae song, so. I was born in a storm for which there was no umbrella. Was hatched neither by test tube or fire. I walk the plank. All waters are trouble. Trouble follows me like bad credit. I shoot dice with God. I play Scrabble in hell. I'm an environmentalist, homie. I'll put oil back in the well. Ice melts. Politicians retreat to hell, ballot boxes get lit. How we know the stage is set. Skeletons to live in my closet, they wanna riot. Like our sports teams from a place we ain't seen yet. We all know the holy beast is watching us. Its wingspan blocks light, but it can't block us all. They want born of darker days from coffins. We don't run for the exit, we install new ones. We're all rich and famous in Guantanamo. We're all poor and lonely in this bubble belt. Have you think of polar bears that cook that ain't drowned yet? If you ain't on thin ice, you must be 6 feet deep. If you see me putting on a parachute, it's too late for you. Hold on, we're living through the end of mankind. The struggle it is by design. We're not on a sinking ship no more. We're at the bottom of the seafloor. Hold on, living through the end of mankind. You know the struggle's by design. Not on a sinking ship no more. We're at the bottom of the seafloor. They change the secret code, we learn it. They fly it high, we burn it. They tell me I'm broke, I know wealth when I see it. They left us a pathetic form of survival. More God than I have a wild animal than all of the Bible. Can't teach me right from wrong. Everything in my environment is upside down. I don't own a gun, I probably will soon. I don't want war, I'm just in the middle of one. Don't tell me I'm the truth, that's an insult. If I wanted a sure thing, I'd join a cult. We all know the white man's gotta kill us. Every living thing is on it except cats and dogs. If watching humanity off itself make you cynical, praying for rain leaves you dry. It's all fun and games till your faucet water's flammable. And packs of wild dogs become the law. Hold on, living through the end of mankind. You know the struggle's by design. We're not on a sinking ship no more. We're at the bottom of the seafloor. Hold on, living through the end of mankind. You know the struggle's by design. Not on a sinking ship no more. We're at the bottom of the seafloor. Be strong. Hold on. Be strong. Because we're living through the end of mankind. All right. That's actually there's a reggae artist who sings the hook. He sings it much better than me, but he's not here right now. So you get what you pay for. This next song is it's called I Think I'm Emma Goldman. Does everyone know who Emma Goldman is? So if you don't know who Emma Goldman is an anarchist, feminist in the early 1900s. She came to the United States from Russia and was deeply engaged in the struggle for the 8-hour workday, the IWW, the Wobblies. She brought birth control pills in when they were illegal and would distribute them to prostitutes and would get arrested for that. And one of her crowning achievements was to try to assassinate the head of the Carnegie Steel Mill who was repressing his workers. So she was a gangster. If you don't know who Emma Goldman is, check her out. She's awesome. This song is called I Think I'm Emma Goldman, but I know I'm not. I don't believe in reincarnation or any of that stuff. Emma Goldman, I think I'm Emma Goldman. Used to ride for Karl Marx. Then I met Emma Goldman. My homie Ravi Super put me up on game. I know what communism always fails. Power-hungry communist is as dangerous as a blood-sucking capitalist. From gulags to the prison industrial complex. To each their own, no thrones, no preachers spreading fantasies. God is a myth, man's enslavement is his reality. God don't like ugly, God hates flags, God hates cops. Isn't as much of a sociopath? I don't need that to act ethically. All I need is a library card, the knowledge that no one is above me. Next time you have sex and use a birth control pill, thank Emma and the IWW for 8-hour work days and general strikes. We have the commons, private properties. The system used to alienate people from their needs. Swap poverty's pandemic and none of them will eliminate crime. Emma Goldman, I know I'm no Emma Goldman. She opened up an ice cream shop to fund an assassin that's gangster. Welcome to the new black scare. They wouldn't work, not for the money, out of necessity. Imagine a world you could follow your passion, a federation built on community. Shouts to Occupy Sandy, stepping in with mutual aid. You'd find out you were an anarchist if you took the time to read. Academics debate tactics. We shut down the Keystone XL pipeline, planting gardens in the projects. We take the streets, we strike that, bring things back to normal or do the opposite. We can bicker over differences, or we can, your stuff is messed up and bull crap. In the 1800s, anarchists were libertines. Only in America are libertarians and arm of the right wing. They'll put a gun in your face, tell you to be nonviolent, but ignorance is violence. Who spreads ignorance through public schools and sends the poor to die overseas to steal more things for you know who? You know who. If voting changed anything, they'd make it illegal. She said that 100 years ago. Ain't nothing changed but the manufacturers of weapons. Ain't nothing changed. They replaced churches with banks and mainstream news. Our government was designed to overrule the mob, so we mobs designed to overrule the government. Emma Goldman, I must be Emma Goldman in the belly of the beast. Make that cuss word sick. Emma Goldman, I must be Emma Goldman, must be doing something wrong if the feds ain't on my penis. All right. Thank you. If it sounds like I'm a one-trick pony, it's because I am. All my songs are about revolution and wanting to, just educational. It's purely for educational purposes. This is a song about drones. It's called National Bird, and it's a song we made for a documentary about drones that's coming out in the fall called National Bird. It's about drone whistleblowers, and we all know what's going on. It's messed up. But shout out to the Bald Eagle. The Bald Eagle didn't ask to have an empire named after it. Sucks to be a bald eagle. It's never gonna be able to live up to. What's up, y'all? Are y'all with me? I'm just an organism, not in an organization of peace. Shoveling nothing in the belly of the beast. You got roped in on an economic draft. Couple years gone in the blistering sun. In the chain of command, doesn't care if you see your mom again. What's a number to a dumb computer when you come from a place where making a living means making a killing? Shifting through feeds and it's on to the next spot. The destroyer of worlds, I became it on Xbox. It's cynical, son. Why you think Call of Duty donates money to the Wounded Warrior Fund? Last starfighter hovers over Jalalabad, takes out a target, is home for the soccer game. What has war become? What have I become? Ain't no citizens in this new Rome, only rigged decks and a box of loaded cards to burn. By the time you learn the truth, a few you're in a green zone. Look at the trap that you've walked into. But back to the desert, the one not in Nevada. You could be born in Aurora to a Muslim scholar. Children in tribal regions pray for foggy days. Clear skies bring volleys from worlds away. You will never see a city the same. Only a sociopath remains unchanged. Wonder why we smoke the weed out. 18 years to build a coffin, 30 years to bleed out. Tsunami of one, group at the top, sending strangers to kill for the love of God. Our daily life predicated on death, the violence beneath. There's the new national bird. Its wingspan is 66 feet. The old one's habitats are disappearing. Sorry, bald eagle, you're obsolete. What I am is what I am, and what I've done is what I've done. I can't run or make right none. Takes more than bleach to clean all of the blood off. More than a protest, more than a ballot initiative. Revolutions align, we trace in the present. From before we were born to the last dead president. If you ain't disillusioned, you ain't breathing. Hard to see the forest for the trees when the bushes want to kill you. With an imperial past, they wrote it in gasoline. All you need is a match. I mean, you're gonna need a whole lot more than that. but a match is a decent place to start. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Who in here has heard of Facebook before? Anyone? It's this weird thing that everybody's doing. It used to be I could just make a song, make an album, put it out, and put it in record stores, and people would buy it. But now I have like this like whole online thing where I'm like a brand, and I have to like be competing with other brands. Like everyone in this room, you're on Instagram, and we're all co-branding right now. So anyway, this is a song about the implications of being a brand. It's called My Brand. I'm not happy about it, but it's better than working. Check it. I'm a brand, interacting with other brands. I want you to like me. Don't follow me, man. It's a lonely path I walk. Every person for themselves. Used to have a collective brand, then I had to go for self. Now I'm shining like a boat in a dried up sea. I'm shining like I'm on infrared with the drone overhead of my body. Pays to feed my currency. Clicks and likes, my fallacy is thinking that I'm safe at any minute. The gods could wash it all away. I'm relatable with the kale. Taking the yard with the dogs and my wife. Positive vibes drive the sale. We're not selling art, we're selling life. I'm too fail, too all in, to fall back. I'd rather be half a brand than half a man. Breaking my back, it ain't about song or skills. It ain't about rapping. He who bleeds into the feed, they call them assets. You can't help but click, it's how the brain chase the fix. Clicking leaves you hopeless and dope sick. For cat pics, I talk to journalists. They say the same thing. You're either working for Fox or doubling down on a brand. I wanna do for me, not reproduce a faux me. On airtime, they loan me. Live low key, make hot art, and set flames to pie charts. All of my albums get 5 stars. My mind, whether or not it gets blocked up, will all burn in due time. Even to biggest got bands competing with fam on the ground. Zero some game for zero some man. Spectacle reigns and all that it leaves is sand. My brand, 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 my brand. Free my mind. Commodify my time. Free my mind. Commodify my time. Logos of the living God, the void that binds them all. Inside these eyes are empty billboards. God is a cup, I am an empty vessel, waiting for someone to fill me up. They put brands on cattle, Super Bowl, bands battle. Human life boiled down to battle. This ain't just class war. I mean, it is, but it's more. Vietnam on the couch, you've been deployed. Now I ain't no situationist, but I know what the situation is. If I change my back, I lose my place in this. If I obey, I'm a sadist. Worship no evil, the robots, as logos is homicidal. They kiss the brand, we smash idols. My brand, my brand, my brand. Oh man, oh no. Step up one and all. This is what it means to be anything in the end of man. Nothing more than a brand. My brand, 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 my brand. All right. This last song was the first single we released off our new album. It was called Self-Destruct. And the day before we released it, I had found out that my friend, Martin Worth, a man in Parker, was killed by the sheriffs when they went to evict him from his house. His house was foreclosed a couple of years ago, and a bunch of people, they occupied his home and tried to resist. But eventually, when the cops came, he got in a shootout with the police and killed one of them. And it's just like, we live in this society that is just so violent all around. Why did our friend have to be killed so a bank could repossess his home that he'd been paying for 15 years. It's really sad. So if you're not familiar with the story of Martin Worth, I'd urge you to look it up. It's a really tragic story of capitalism and how it is not serving our interests. Thanks for messing with me tonight. Much love to Denver Open Media. Good luck with the new radio station. And thank you for having me. This message already self-destructed. They tried it everywhere and failed. When you were born and they first weighed you, first thing they did was put up your hands. Acronym on your name, but you ain't a god. History touch it around your neighbor for things that you ain't got. Everyone steals, it's just a matter of scale. You either eat what you kill, or they weigh you on a scale. This one's going out to all area crews. Money put price tags on everything. This world is yours to lose. Come and play, cause we sing it, wrapped in flames. We swing it from each strip mountaintop in Poison River. We don't want no problems, all we've got is problems. Ain't no commons, so we give them problems. Those cats can't solve them in a crumbling mall. No one dares to leave. How you gonna fix a thing that you can't even see? This ain't a protest song, it's an insurgent rap. They serve us misery, we serve it back. Papillon, anti-common sense, this world they built need 100,000 hands to count the Columbine. All we know is self-destruct, so we tread light on hallowed ground. They turned every stone before you got there. Only so many of them and so much ground. This message already self-destructed. They tried it everywhere and failed. When you were born and they first weighed you, first thing they did was put up your hands. I won't tell you to put your hands up, cause I'm not another dictator. Shout out to the other rappers. They can keep their fans, I'll take supporters. Don't listen to me, I ain't Dr. Phil. I'm not Alex Jones selling 9/11 dick pills. Get it how you live, oh you don't get it. Identical townhomes, that ain't poetic. They say drowning folks can't save other drowning folks. My father taught me one thing, how to build a boat. People in suits talk about leadership. Put them on the barricades, they ain't leading it. All we know is self-destruct, so we tread light on hallowed ground. They turned every stone before you got there. Only so many of them and so much ground. They'll know the message when we bring them down, and they'll know justice when we string them up. It ain't nothing but a form of life. This world is yours to lose. Thank you so much for having me. Much love, Denver Open Media. 3, 2, 1, peace. Have a nice night, everyone. Thank you.
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
I can't rap like that, so thank you. But yes, let's give it up for Soul one more time. I'm not gonna stand up here and pretend like I know what real hip hop music is, but the truth you and Microphone Rob brought to the stage tonight, that's my interpretation of real hip hop. Activating the community, yes. And speaking what we all deserve, basic human rights that we all deserve. So thank you for gracing our stage this evening and bringing that to KOMF 104.7. Yeah,
Thank you for bringing independent voices to the people.
Yeah, hey, I'm just a cog in the wheel, but you know, yes, thank you so much. And even though you were an intern here with us, I'm curious, you know, I know you're doing pretty well for yourself. Are you hanging out in Denver for a little bit? Can we catch you live anywhere else but here this evening?
You can catch me live walking my dogs around the city.
Okay, keep my eye out.
Yeah.
I'll just be that creep.
I'm not playing any shows. We're on hiatus for the summer. I might play a show. I don't know.
No, good for you. Relax.
Relaxing.
Yeah. Enjoy the city.
The garden doesn't tend itself.
Fair enough. All right, man. Let's give it up for Soul one more time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna hand this phone over to my microphone. Ooh, honey, wine. To my co-host Noah, and we're gonna get the raffle going. I hope you all threw your name into the lucky basket here. So let's see who's the winner. You want to pick that out for me, Noah?
All right, here we go.
So again, this person gets a free basic membership with us to Denver Open Media.
I think this says Joe Osmus.
Joe Osmus,
Joe
are you in the
Osmus.
house right now? All right, you ain't gotta be, but let's give it up for Joe. Congratulations. Someone's like, I'll be Joe, whatever. So let's give it up for Joe. The free basic membership, that comes, and anyone can get that basic membership with us. So you're able to ingest content onto our TV and radio stations here at Denver Open Media. You also get a 30 to 50% discount on our classes, and you're able to come over and use our edit bays whenever you'd like. So congratulations to Joe. And let's head over to thank our sponsors this evening and making open music sessions possible. So first, we got Greater Than Illegal Pete's. Round of applause for them, please. Next up.
Now we have westward.com. Thank you to them.
Woohoo! Sexy Pizza and Sex Pot Comedy. Been a partner of ours for a couple months now. We appreciate it.
Lamar's Donuts.
Yes. It is Donut Day, too. Social networking, right? And Crazy Mountain Brewing Company as well. They are right down the street here on Kalamath.
Renegade.
Brewing Company.
Brewing Company.
Yes, you got it. Renegade. Thank you so much. And Ratio Beer Works as well. I know everyone's been enjoying that beer all night. Hey. And we've had a fantastic show. So thank you to Eric Henderson. Thank you to our bands here this evening as well. And thank you for tuning in to KOMF LP 104.7 FM. We're also on Comcast Channel 57, 881 in HD. And if you want to connect with us, we are Denver Open Media. We are your public access station. So head over to Facebook, Twitter, friend us, keep us, in mind, and come over and hang out with us sometimes. We'd love to meet you and collaborate with you. And thank you to all our audience members for hanging out and enjoying the evening with us. So have a great night. We'll see you next month at Open Music Sessions. Thank you.